my name is Danielle Hernandez, and I'm the Cannabis Practice Director at Gilbert Insurance Group. I've been in the insurance space for about 17 years, and since then, I've had the pleasure of working with basically all the business verticals. Most of the time, the companies that I was working for and working with were the harder to place risks, the types of companies that insurance carriers didn't always look fondly on. So I have the knowledge and the experience of working with harder to place companies. And over the past 6 years, I've spent the majority of my time primarily learning the cannabis industry. And I think it's safe to say that the insurance market for the cannabis industry is not only restrictive, it's also very costly. So, with market restrictions, I knew I needed to provide options to secure not only the business interest, but also market placement within the insurance landscape. Simply pacing policies is only about one quarter of the job that needs to happen. Because the cannabis space nearly touches every business vertical, I saw a need for comprehensive due diligence. Due diligence because every company is in need of supply, components, real estate, and even investments. And all of these begin and end with due diligence and compliance. Because we do live in a litigious society, we can't keep people from suing you. But if that happens, you'll have all of your I's dotted and your T's crossed with your insurance situation before a lawsuit occurs, so it doesn't do serious damage to your operation or, God forbid, put somebody out of business. So that's why we called our offer Debido Insurance Compliance. Debido, or debido, is the Spanish word for due, like due diligence. Due means expected, planned, what is owed, a direction, and straightforward. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to help you evaluate your contractual insurance requirements, manage your subcontractor, supplier, or lessee certificates, and properly transfer the risk. And transfer it in an intentional, expected, planned, and straightforward direction so you can have the debido in your diligence. So in my presentation with you, I'm going to go over three things. Number one, why I make this claim. You can't manage certificates unless you manage certificates. I know that sounds kind of weird and maybe a little bit bold, but you'll understand exactly what I mean as I go through my presentation. Number two, I'll show you how a certificate of insurance can look perfect and yet have absolutely no coverage for you. I'll also show you several examples of gaps we find all the time, gaps that ultimately leave your business exposed. And then I'm going to walk you through a real life example of a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, a lawsuit that can happen to any business on any given day. And this suit will show you how everything comes into play and maybe even some things you might not be aware of. And number three, every business has to manage their certificates and contracts in one way or the other. So I'll show you how we help you manage your certs more effectively, more efficiently, find the gaps, close the gaps, so you can sleep better at night. And by the way, while we do this, we're also going to show you how to save money on your insurance. And I'm pretty sure everybody likes that option. So I'm looking forward to speaking with you further to talk more about what debido means to you.